Once teachers learn how to implement the SIOP model well in their classrooms, we find that they are so enthusiastic about teaching because they have fewer students who are having difficulty. We have also found that the incidences of disciplinary problems and so forth, classroom management issues, are greatly relieved because the students are so highly engaged throughout their lessons. Even though it takes teachers a while to get used to the model and include all the features in the beginning, the time is well worth it in terms of their planning because it becomes the way they teach. It's not something I turn on period 1 and turn off period 2, but rather it's the way I teach. I'm a SIOP teacher all day long, and it just becomes a natural part of the teaching day.
The SIOP model offers a real benefit for content area teachers. The way our pre-service education has been set up in the United States, many teachers who are learning to, say, be a science specialist or an elementary teacher do not have a lot of coursework that would help them address the needs of students who don't speak English as a first language. So they may not have learned about second language acquisition. They don't know methodologies whereby they can make the content comprehensible using specific techniques that lowers the language demand but increases the interaction with the students. Therefore, the SIOP model can really help these content teachers figure out what are the language demands of their classes, of their subject, of their textbook, what are the kinds of tasks that they're asking students to do in class, but still require a knowledge of academic English that the teachers themselves may not have thought of. Therefore, they start to realize that they can be language teachers as well as content teachers. And if everyone in a school is pulling together, thinking about the academic language of all of the students, as well as teaching their specific content, then the whole school is going to improve, and certainly the students will improve.
The SIOP model benefits the mainstream classroom teacher because it shows them ways that they can make their content understandable for these students and at the same time develop their English language proficiency. The lesson planning guide ensures that the features we know are going to be effective with English learners are in all of their lessons. And it also gives a lot of ideas for activities and other things that teachers can do to ensure that these students are understanding the lesson and making good academic progress. The SIOP model benefits content teachers in a number of ways. First of all, it just provides a guide for implementing the features that we know are effective with English learners. Our content teachers know and understand that English learners require adjustments to instruction to make it understandable for them, and they also understand that students, to be proficient in English, need to be practicing that language throughout the day. But teachers don't always know how to do that in their classroom. The other issue is sometimes they wonder, what am I supposed to do with the rest of my class when I'm addressing the needs of my English learners? With the SIOP model and the research that we've done, it shows that the SIOP model is going to benefit all students. So the good practices in the SIOP model that content teachers can use fairly easily, because it provides a guide for lesson planning and lesson delivery. So those features that the teachers are implementing are going to benefit their students.